Hello everyone, it's Nady, and today we'll be testing out the new Makeup Revolution foundation sticks. As you fabulous people know, this is about the products, not the people behind them. Any tiff you may have with them, please cast it away because this is a channel of positive energy. Okay? Thank you. So I was waiting and waiting for these to arrive at Ulta, but just like my old sugar daddy in bed, it didn't come. And my ass finally broke down and ordered them from the Makeup Revolution website. However, they weren't yet available on the US site, so I did end up having to pay a little bit more for shipping to ship them from London. But it looks like they are now on the US website a week after I ordered them. But anyway, they're $9 and you get 0.21 ounces worth of product. I'm on their website right now and it actually looks like they have a damn good shade range. Like, it goes really dark and it goes really light. They have 18 shades in total, which isn't too bad. It's definitely not 40 shades, but we do have quite a bit to work with here. Their website says foundation just got faster, launching in 18 shades and a range of undertones. Fast-based foundation quickly perfects contours and highlights your complexion. The easy-to-apply stick formula melts into the skin, blending seamlessly to leave a fresh and dewy finish. Twist up, swipe on, and blend out with fingers, a beauty sponge, or your favorite foundation brush. This is such a new product that, at least on the US website, there's only 2 reviews. Both of them are 5 stars. One person says this is hands down the best foundation they've ever used. It covers their acne and their scars and anything else they might want to cover up. The only complaint they have is that the shade online versus what you actually get is a little bit deceiving, which is exactly why the bitch ordered 2. I did check out their European site, and this still has really fucking good reviews. It has 4.86 out of 5, and almost all of the reviews are 5 stars with only 3 4 stars, and that's it. Pretty much all of the negative reviewers are saying that after a few hours, it starts to look really greasy and oily, and you definitely have to apply powder throughout the day, so I will take note of that. But overall, people seem to love this shit. So let's open these little bitches up and see what we're working with. Ooh, it doesn't seem to have a smell. That's nice. Oh my gosh, and that might actually be my color. That would probably be the first time on this channel. Oh, but that shade might work as well. This is F4 and that first one was F3. This is how much you get for the price. It's a good size. I mean, I do wish it were more, but that's just because I'm a size queen. And not that it really means much, but it does look very glossy and kind of on the oily side. Let's see if this has oil in it. Not that I can see, but it does contain titanium dioxide, which is typically used as a sun protectant, but it also causes flashbacks. But let's hop right into this. For primer, I'm gonna go in with the Dr. Brandt Pour No More. And I think we'll start with the lighter one. This is F3, and let's just try it underneath the eyes. Oh my god, that is creamy as fuck. Holy shit. It literally melted on the stick right when I put it on my skin. That is already like super deformed. Oh, and it's like coming down the sides. Oh, I think this shade is definitely way too light for me, so I'm just gonna use this as a highlighter and go in with the darker one. Oh my, whoa. Holy shit, we used a lot too. You probably can't even see that, but it's already down like that much. Hopefully this darker shade will be a little bit better. I'm definitely not gonna twist it up very much at all. I think this still might be on the light side for me. Darn it. Shit. I have no idea how much of this to apply. Hopefully I didn't apply too much, but on this side of my face, I'm gonna use a sponge, and then on this half, I'm gonna use a brush. So let's start with my little Givenchy sponge. Ooh, that looks really pretty. I mean, despite the fact that it's like 4 shades too light for me, and I also applied way too fucking much. Oh, but that's blending out so nicely. Really, really nicely. I just wish it weren't so pale. Let's just blend it down the neck and nobody will notice. So there we have the sponge side. It looks damn good. Let's go in with a brush on this half. Ooh, I can instantly tell that I already like the sponge side a lot better. Like, this is just kind of smearing it around. That might be because I applied a shit ton, but on this side, at least it looks like my skin. Ugh. Oh yeah, this side is just streaky and cakey looking, so I'm actually just gonna buff it in with this blender. But there we go. It looks really freaking nice considering the fact that I applied a shit ton. Like, to me, it does not look cakey. It looks really smooth, but it is on the slightly oily, greasy side. I'm gonna keep kind of tapping it in and see if any of that oily greasiness kind of dissipates, but if it doesn't, we can just set it with a powder. It's really not that big of a deal. And I'm looking in my monitor, and on camera, the color doesn't even look that bad, but in person, kind of looking a little ghostly. I've had this on for about 5 minutes, and that greasy kind of feeling is not dissipating at all, so I have a feeling that we're definitely gonna have to set this with some serious powder. But I am gonna quick conceal under my eyes with some Tarte Shape Tape before we apply that powder. Ooh, and those are blending out together really, really nicely. Let's first set some translucent powder underneath the eyes. And then for the rest of the face, I'm just gonna dust on some coaties. And by dust on, I mean pack the fuck on, because this shit is shiny. And normally I would press this powder into the skin, but I've been using this powder brush lately and fucking loving it. That did seem to cut back on the shine a shit ton, and it may have even helped with the color. Maybe not, but I don't know. This looks amazing on my skin, I know that. It's not necessarily airbrushed looking on my skin, but it does make my skin look really damn good. And it does feel a little bit heavy, which may have been my fault, but overall, it feels good, it looks good. I really like it so far. And I do want to do a wear time test with this, but pretty much anytime we review anything on this channel, I always like to do a full look, so feel free to skip ahead if you want. I will not be offended. But let's go ahead and start with the eyes. I'm gonna dip into the Too Faced Chocolate Gold palette, and to set the primer that I just laid down, I'm gonna dip into Rollin' in Dough. And I'm gonna place that pretty much everywhere on the eye. Oh my god, I love using this palette because I can taste it. And I'm just gonna be putzing around the house today, so we don't need anything fancy. Let's keep it on the simple side. So for the crease, let's go into So Bougie. And we're just gonna blend that back and forth over the crease. And we'll drag whatever's left on that brush right to the lower lash. And of course, let's deepen that up with a bit of a chocolate truffle. Let's also take that same shade all over the lid and blend it upwards. And of course, we'll drag it underneath. And then I'm gonna blend just the tiniest bit of Decadent right on the outer corner. Right about there. I may be staying inside, but the bitch still needs to be glam. And we'll blend that shit out with a fluffy brush. Then on my finger, I'm gonna take a little bit of Holla for a Dollar, and we'll place that right here on the inner eyelid. And then on the inner third, a little bit of gold dipped. Ooh, shit, that's pretty. Oh, let's bring a little bit more black to the outer corner and drag a little bit of it underneath as well. And a little bit of mascara. For liner on the lower lash, I'm gonna go in with some black. For blush, I'm gonna dip into this Studio Makeup Luminous Loose Blush. And for highlighter, I'm gonna try this MAC in the shade Superb. I'm gonna try to keep the highlight on a minimum today because I wanna be able to tell if my face looks greasy or if it's just highlighted. And then to highlight the inner corner of my eye, I'm gonna take a little bit of Tarte in the shade Sparkler. And here we are with the final look. For lips, I ended up using Tarte Salty. I probably should have gone a little bit more pink, but whatever. I have had this on for about an hour, and I'm starting to notice around my nose area that it's looking a little bit weird, so we'll see how that progresses, but I am gonna go ahead and do a wear time test, so I will see you in just a second. And we are back. We did just hit the 5-hour mark, and I don't know if it's because I'm not an oily person or what, but this looks the exact same. Like, I do not look greasy at all. I didn't have to powder anything, but I am noticing that it comes off really, really easily. Like, at first this seemed solid, but right now it's just like everything is coming off the moment I touch it. But that could be related to the primer I used. I don't know. I'm not gonna say this is a bad foundation because I don't think it is. I think it looks really, really pretty on my skin. It blended out magnificently, and after we initially powdered it, that greasiness totally disappeared. But being that this is in the $9 or $10 range, and knowing what I can get from the drugstore for that price, I don't know that I would say that this is all that amazing. I think it's good, but I don't think it's the best. Like, I definitely will reach for this again, or at least once I get my correct shade, but for me, it's not like holy grail. It's not like it looks bad. In fact, it looks really good. Like, my skin looks great. It's just the fact that it wipes off so easily and after such short a time. Like, normally for me, a foundation will start to wipe away after like 8 or 9 hours. And I know not everybody's gonna be touching their face like that, but I mean, just if you rest your hand on your face for some reason, then it's gonna come off. And I do wanna note how weird it looks around my nose area. I have no idea if you can see that or not, but it just looks kind of cakey and gross. And it is almost completely gone from my nose area, like all down here, but that's because I've been going like that. Allergies are a bitch lately. So, like I said, it's not a bad foundation at all. I just think there are better ones for the same price. But there you go. Like always, please be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell down below so that you're notified anytime I upload a new video. Don't forget, my newest collection of highlighters, including Black Ice, which does change from black to white, is available at thepopluxe.com. Also, my latest album, Kiss of Fame, is available everywhere online that music is sold. Thank you so much to everyone who's supporting them. Comment down below, let me know what you thought of this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. You can follow me on Snapchat, Instagram, and Twitter at officialnady, and you can follow me online at thepopluxe.com. Thank you so much for watching. I love you all, and I will see you again soon. Bye.